Today's video is just going to be a quick update on the car. Not a lot has gotten accomplished over winter as both Austin and I have taken new jobs, but he's with a completely different company. He also decided to grow a mustache and is not allowed around school children anymore, so
It helps. It'll give me more time to work on the car.
so
No,
let's
we really haven't done a lot. We need to do a lot of cleanup. There's a whole winter's worth of crap in the garage that's got to go away. But we have done a lot of wiring, so we've focused primarily on chassis wiring, running a mega fuse for the alternator. We've temporarily laid the Holly harnesses on top so that we can route them through the tunnel. They're routed through the tunnel and sort of temporarily hung here. This will get tightened down, but they're coming through. Idea from the carbon fiber wrap what the dash and trans tunnel is going to look like.
and you can see we ran some cables through the back instead of having them come from the battery box over top. That's just to make it look cleaner when this is complete.
And you can see in the battery box how they drop down, and then there'll be some charging terminals there on the back. Right now, again, they're loose. They'll get pulled down through the bottom, but that way there's nothing protruding from the battery box. Added a kill switch to the rear temporarily.
Yeah, so there's a temporary kill switch back here. Let's see if I can.
Behind the car's pressure washer and
Yep.
fire pit. It's a coal-powered car, really.
It's a coal-powered car.
Most of the wiring, save for one or two cables, is run into the car. This box, in case you're wondering, is going to be for ignition. That allows a key fob.
And you're also going to be running a kill switch up here.
Yep. So you have one on the back of the car. They're primarily stay on most of the time, but that way if something bad happens, somebody else can turn off. Then the kill switch will either be next to the steering wheel for the driver or maybe even on the dash. We may be cramped for room, so instead of having a switch right here, we may actually put the switch up top on the dash. A couple bus bars to help us distribute power. And then you've got all these wires that are coming down through here for now.
Yeah, it looks like a rat's nest now, but it'll eventually be a bit cleaner. And you won't see most of it because it should be behind the dash.
You won't see any of it, really. Yeah, and then this stuff you'll be able to see with the top of the foot box off. This is wrapped. I don't know if you can see in there, but the panel behind the computers is wrapped in the same carbon fiber material. So with the plate that'll hold the fuse box, we'll have a small fuse panel that's going to mount right here. Again, all of it accessible in case anything needs to be accessed quickly.
But yeah, really aside from that, it's just been rather slow just because of all the transitions that have been happening.
Yep. It'll pick up speed now. We get warm weather, a little bit more free time than we had before.
You say warm weather when it's 20 degrees mid-April.
We're stuck in a garage.
We're stuck in a garage.
Can't even open the door.
Snowing.
Frostbitten. But we're close. Once these wires are run, which should be done in the next couple of weeks, then we're real close. We have a few mechanical things to work out, but real close to getting to fire it up. And then we'll fab up the dash, but we're not even. We've got some changes we need to make to that, but not even contemplating that yet. There's
Yeah.
no need to.
So he has the big Holly dash, the big Holly screen. So part of it is when the dash comes out, there's no support for it, so it might end up bouncing around. So we need to figure out a way to brace it.
It's heavy.
It is heavy.
Yeah, we have to brace it and then figure out if we're going to recess mount it into the dash or just mount it on top of the dash. And because of space, unfortunately, we may be stuck mounting it on top of the dash for now. Also not the end of the world, because of all the things on the car, that's an easy thing to change your mind later, actually, and come in and put in a new dash panel. It's going to be pretty simple. Where are we going to mount the high lift jack, Brandon?
The high lift jack, yeah.
For all the off-roading.
For all the off-roading you're going to do in this.
Yeah.
So that's really where we're at. Not a really lot of interesting progress, but progress nonetheless.
Just got to get cleaned up and wired up and fired up.